So good day everyone. We are Group 10 and our course is MTech 101, period, semifinal and user schedule, MW 0900 hours to 1030 hours. Week 1, session 1, topic is all about navigation buoys, marks and beacons. So what is the course outcome? So it aims to demonstrate thorough knowledge and understanding of the content, application, and intent of the navigation buoys, marks, and beacons. Learning outcome. It is to recall and grasp the navigational buoys, marks, and beacons, each of its uses, and some examples of it. Importance of the topic. The students will have a working understanding of the different navigational marks, buoys, and beacons. Also, they will understand its uses and be familiarized with the given examples. Okay. Navigation buoys, marks, and beacons. The reporter for the next slide is Cadetero.
So, good day, my name is Cadetero Mark Joseph, and the science topic that I will going to report is IALA buoy system. So, first, what is IALA? So, IALA is International Association of Lighthouse Authorities, or International Association of Marine Age Navigation and Lighthouse Authorities. So, the purpose of this IALA is provide safety and safety at sea. So the aim of IALA is to foster the safe, economic, and efficient movement of vessels through improvement and harmonization of aids to navigation worldwide and other appropriate means for the benefit of the maritime community and the protection of the environment. So, IALA buoyage system. In Queensland, the system of buoys, beacons, marks, and light used is compliant with the International Association of Marine Aids to Navigation and Lighthouse Authorities, or IALA buoy system. Each type of marks has its own color, shape, top marks, and light combinations. The navigation safety, you need to know each mark and each meaning. Also, in IALA buoy system provides 6 types of marks. First is the lateral marks, cardinal marks, isolated danger marks, safe water marks, special marks, emergency brake marking buoy. So, I will discuss the 2 parts of the system, the lateral and the cardinal, and the rest is we're going to discuss with my group mates. Lateral marks shows the port and the starboard sides of the navigation waters or channel. So at the port mark or the left is red with a can like shape, and at night a port buoy shows a red flashing light. On the starboard or the right side, mark is green with a cone like shape, and then at night a starboard buoy shows a green light. When a port and starboard lateral marks are opposite each other, travel between them, sometimes they are not in pairs. When there is a single lateral marks, the safe side to pass depends on the direction of travel or voyage. So the direction of voyage is shown on charts by the symbols. So that is the symbols. When traveling upstream or away from the sea, keep port red marks on your port hand side left, and keep starboard green marks on your starboard hand side right. So when you traveling upstream, the port is red marks on port hand side, then in starboard green marks on starboard hand side. And also when traveling downstream or towards the sea, keep port red marks on your starboard hand side and starboard green marks on your port hand side. Next is the cardinal marks feature. So cardinal marks shows where the deepest and safest water is by using a compass. They can mark where to find the deepest water in the area, the safe side to pass, the danger. A feature is a channel, for example, a bend, junction, or the end of a shoal. So cardinal marks, so it shows the deepest and safest water by using the compass, and so by using this you can know where is the deepest and the safest water to pass. So that's all, and my group mates will continue the report. So thank you.
Good day, sir. I'm Cadet Tumbok and I'm going to discuss about the cardinal mark and the isolated danger mark. So first is the north cardinal mark. North cardinal marks show there is safe water to the north of the mark. So as you can see the picture, the top cones point up or north. If you see an cones pointed up, let's say a buoy the cones is pointing up, that is the north cardinal mark. So at night, you can only see the white light flashes quickly or very quickly and continuously. So next is the east cardinal mark. The east cardinal marks show there is safe water to the east of the mark. The top cones are in the shape of an egg. To remember this, think of E for egg and for est. So as you can see in the picture, the shape of the top cones is like an egg. And at night, you can only see the white light flashes quickly or very quickly 3 times every 5 or 10 seconds. So that is east cardinal mark. So next is the south cardinal mark. The south cardinal marks show there is safe water to the south of the mark. So in the picture, the top cones point down or south. So the top cones of south cardinal mark is opposite to the top cones of the north cardinal mark. And at night, you can only see the white light flashes quickly or very quickly 6 times, followed by long flash every 10 or 15 seconds. So that is the south cardinal mark. And the next is the west cardinal mark. The west cardinal mark shows there is safe water to the west of the mark. So in the picture, the top cones make the shape of a wine glass. So as you can see in the picture, the top cones is like a wine glass. So to remember this, think of W for wine glass, and for west. So at night, you can only see the white light flashes quickly or very quickly 9 times every 10 or 15 seconds. So that is west cardinal mark. And the next is the isolated danger mark. So isolated danger marks show where there is an isolated danger that has navigable water all around it. For example, an isolated shoal, rock or reef, but don't pass too close. So isolated danger marks are blocked with 1 or more red horizontal bands and 2 spheres as the top mark. So that is the color of the isolated danger mark. So at night, you can only see the white light flashes in groups of two. To remember isolate.
So safe watermarks. Safe watermarks show that there is navigable water all around the mark. For example, fairway, mid-channel, or landfall mark. So we can see this mark on a fairway, mid-channel, or landfall mark. So safe watermarks have red and white vertical stripes with a single red sphere as the top mark. So as you can see in the picture, this is the indication that this is a safe watermark. It has a red and white vertical stripes and a ball at the top of it. So at night, a single white light shows one long flash every 10 seconds. To remember safe watermarks, think of one light with one long flash and one sphere for the top mark. So the lights of it is one light with one long flash. That's it. So next is special marks. Special marks show a special area or feature. For example, to show that a channel divides or to mark cables or pipelines. So these are used. So these marks are used to indicate those things like channel divides or to mark cables or pipelines. So they can also mark a channel within a channel. For example, a channel for deep drought shapes in a wide river or bay, where the limits of the channel for normal navigation are marked by red and green, lateral buoys or beacons. The direction to travel around a special mark is usually referred to or shown on marks on charts. Special marks are yellow and sometimes have a yellow X as a top mark. At night, the flashing light is yellow. So that is the special marks. Next is emergency wreck marking buoy. Emergency wreck marking buoys are used to identify new dangers or wrecks. They have blue and yellow vertical stripes and a pillar or spar shaped with a yellow cross as the top mark. So that is the example of it in the picture. So it has yellow and blue vertical lines, stripes rather, and a cross or spar sometimes as a top mark. So at night, the flashing light alternates between 1 second of blue light and 1 second of yellow light. So it is alternating blue and yellow light. Okay. With 0.5 seconds of darkness in between. So that's it for emergency wreck marking buoy. Next is other navigational aids. So other navigational aids includes leads. So leads or leading lights or beacons usually display a triangular shape. The front lead has its apex pointing up and the rear or back lead has its apex pointing down. When the leads are in line, you are traveling in the middle of the channel. Where leads are used to mark the middle or larger shipping, channel small vessels should travel on the starboard side of the channel to keep clear of large ships. This especially is important at night. So it is very important at night. Fixed white daylights are sometimes used to mark the leads. At night, major leads are usually lit with blue light. So in the morning or daylight, it is in white light to mark the leads, used for marking only. At night, major leads are usually lit with blue light. So at night, the light of the leads are now blue. So example is the kuan is shown in the picture, a lighthouse with a triangle on top and a blue light because it's nighttime. If it's daytime, it will be white. Next is blue middle channel mark. So blue middle channel marks are fixed blue lights that mark the middle of the channel for vessels passing under a bridge. On a chart, they are normally shown as a star with a flash symbol. So as you can see in the background, there's a bridge, there's a star, and there is that blue blue marking which indicates blue lights. And it is used when a vessel will be passing under a bridge. So that's blue middle channel mark. So next, directional and sector lights. Directional and sector lights have a similar purpose to leading lights at channel entrances and inshore waters. Directional lights can be used as steering marks, and sector lights display a light of different colors. So these colors are usually green, white, and red. Okay, so in the picture there is the diagram or a picture which shows the use of sector lights. So in a fairway or a channel, so these sector lights are used. So red sector for turn to starboard, white sector for safe water, green sector for turn to port in a channel. So that's it for sector lights. Example, so as you can see, there is that black spar there that shows the red, the white, and the green. Now, and in this picture, this is the actual picture of sector lights. So this will show the red, the white, and the green lights. Next, port traffic signal lights. Port traffic signal lights have 3 red vertical flashing lights that are remotely controlled by Maritime Safety Queensland's vessel traffic services to tell others in the area that large commercial ships are moving in the port, harbor, marina, or other confined waterway. So these lights are used, or traffic lights rather, are used to indicate that there are big ships on that port, large ships that is on that port. So vessels must not enter or depart the port or harbor area when the port traffic signal lights are flashing. So when the port signal lights are flashing, vessels must not enter or depart. So they cannot enter and they cannot go out also in the harbor or port. So next, so this is the example of port traffic light. So let us recall that when it is flashing, so there are large commercial ships at the port or on that port. So if it's not, then there are no large ships. Okay, so that's all for our report. Thank you for listening.